Hi everybody, it's Joel Wood, your lobbyist in Washington. Hope your week's going well. It is a goat rodeo here in Washington this week with respect to all kinds of things that are breaking on the health insurance front. First of all, is in trying to avert the government shutdown, Congress trying to come to some sort of a conclusion on the remainder of the fiscal year's 2017 appropriations. Biggest issue outstanding is whether or not the cost-sharing subsidies for insurers in the state exchanges and the federal exchange are going to be continued in this funding mechanism. Obviously, it has lots of implications over the long haul for whether or not Trumpcare, Obamacare will ultimately enter into what Mark Bertolini of Aetna describes as a death spiral. The second issue is an accommodation that was reached by a handful of members of Congress from both the moderate sector of the Republican Party and the hardcore right-wing Freedom Caucus. Representative Tom MacArthur, a moderate member of the Tuesday Group Caucus, negotiated this agreement with Congressman Martin Meadows, the leader of the Freedom Caucus. Remains to be seen as to whether or not the moderates will be able to accept the new language that gives the states even more flexibility on the issues associated with minimum essential health benefits. The moderates are the ones that are in play, and whether or not Paul Ryan can get to 216 votes remains very much up in the air. The Freedom Caucus members seem to like this latest accommodation. I will tell you, I still tend to believe that somehow Speaker Ryan is going to be able to get to that magic number of 216 to pass this without a shred of Democratic support. I think the House is going to want to get this dead cat off of the porch and push it on over to the Senate. But all the kinds of things that were necessary for them to pass it in the House, or that are necessary, are the kinds of things that make it very difficult in the Senate. For example, just the issue of Planned Parenthood defunding. You will lose at least two moderate senators, and there's no margin for error for the Senate. The third issue, of course, is the declaration of principles on tax reform and implications across the board. President Trump wanting to go all the way down to 15%. Nobody I know in this town thinks that they can get to 15% from the top corporate rate today. Also individual rates, and it's sort of a candy-like bill in that it's got all kinds of good, sweet stuff that would be popular, but it can't be paid for with the suggestions and the talking points that are out there today. We don't have a lot of detail on that. They want to preserve the charitable deductions, the home mortgage interest deduction, and otherwise eliminate all itemized deductions. Our concern, obviously, number one issue for the council is preservation of the employer-provided group health insurance marketplace, and therefore the exclusion from taxation for health benefits is always something that we worry about. There's no language. Health insurance premiums are not deductions, so there's nothing out there that gives us any major cause for concern that that's where the administration is going right now, but it is very, very early in this. We hosted Senator Martin Heinrich, the Democratic leader on the anti-Cadillac tax effort from New Mexico, in our offices today, and he continued to sort of raise the warning flag that we have a lot to work on with respect to shoring up and getting mainstream Republicans to just say no when it comes to the issue of taxation of benefits. So we'll keep you posted. It's been a crazy week, and I hope yours is going well. Thanks.